Welcome to Venice.
Non, non, madame. Colmar.
Welcome to wherever that is. Can we cut? I told you we should have used the sat-nav. Don't ever rely on me. Why? Where's Colmar?
Alsace?
Oh.
In France.
Ah. I'm glad you added the France bit. I'd have had no idea. As my great-aunt used to say, miss a train, gain an adventure. Shall we start? Sure, I could lounge in a luxurious train carriage and watch countries go by. Look at that. But that's just not me.
Ooh, so let's jump in.
I'll travel from Paris to Istanbul, via all the major cities along the route of the Orient Express. But I won't let rigid timetables and railway lines dictate terms. Strasbourg to Munich in 3.7 seconds. It's going to take the rest of the 5 hours for me to get out of this bucket seat. Oh, God.
Are you afraid of heights?
Oh, yeah, I'm afraid of everything. Oh. You can expect a bumpy ride. For I'm seeking out the most obscure tales. Worth every footstep, look at it. And reveling in the wonderful differences between us and our closest neighbours.
Good to see you.
Come with me on the grandest tour.
Oh, look at this.
I'm just not taking that train. After a quick stop in Colmar, my Orient Express journey now leads me up the River Rhine to Strasbourg. A city situated on the border of France and Germany, making it the perfect blend of both countries. What a beautiful morning to hit Alsace. What do I know about it? Not that much, shamefully. Great wine, great beer, great cheese, great meats, hairy, slopey-backed dogs. I'm an ignoramus, what can I say? If only there was somebody on the street that I could identify as being knowledgeable, culturally savvy, someone who I could mine for information. Somebody who could tell me about the history of the place. Bonjour. Bonjour. Enchantée.
Nice to meet you.
Je m'appelle Sue.
Aurore.
Aurore. Enchantée. This is magnificent.
Thank you.
Is this from home or a costume?
It's a costume from the end of the Renaissance period.
Okay, and
Here, especially in Strasbourg.
seulement in Strasbourg?
Yes. Do you want to come with me? I know a girl who dressed people with a typical Alsatian costume, but from the 19th century. It's not exactly the same, but it's a good experience too.
Well, I feel it would be rude not to say yes. Okay, I follow.
Please.
What is 19th century Alsace costume? It's not tassels. Is it tassels? Well, no tassels. That's a bonus. Better. Just the 17 layers of wool I wasn't expecting. The lovely lady in there said, did I want a bag? But I thought, no, I'll just wear it, you know? It's nice and freeing. And I tell you the great thing about the Catholic sort of countryside 19th century dress, inbuilt rain cover. I never thought I'd channel my inner Renaissance self. Pretty sure they don't wear this on the Orient Express, unless it's fetish night. Marie tells me Strasbourg flourished during the Renaissance period, and much of this architecture, these iconic half-timbered houses, were built during this time. It's so preserved.
Yeah.
It's just unlike anything I've ever seen. The volume of the whole building still standing. I tell you what's not going to be standing for much longer, and that's me. Really starting to feel those heavy woolen layers.
Today this is a beautiful bridge with many people, but during the medieval period it was an execution place.
Really? I have to say, I'm attracting quite a lot of intense scrutiny in this outfit, and it's niche. I'm not here to kink shame, but there's Wow, the people who are into 19th century Catholic gear are really into 19th century Catholic gear. Considering it's wet here sometimes, the level of preservation of the timber is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, of course. It was rebuilt in some parts just here in the beginning of last 10 years, I think.
It's wonderful.
But it's really from the beginning of the 17th century for this.
Is that your favourite period?
Yeah.
I can tell.
With
You get all
18th
excited when you talk about the Renaissance. Listen, I have had such a lovely day with you.
Thank you.
I hope you won't mind if I take the 17 layers of wool that make this dress off now, because I don't want to just faint in the square. But thank you so much. Merci.
You too.
And have a great day. What an insane outfit. Ludicrous. Whew. Yeah, me, Sue. I think my thighs are fused together. Does anybody have a pair of pliers? I'm back in the modern world. Well, not quite modern. This is Strasbourg's Notre Dame Cathedral, the region's most dominant attraction, dating back to the Middle Ages. It's easy when you come to an amazing place like this to just scuttle around manically with your head in a guidebook trying to catch a bit of everything. But if you're time poor, can I just suggest, just go and see this beautiful old girl, because this building has a whole history of Strasbourg within it. So it's finished in the 15th century, when Strasbourg was an imperial free city. And after that, it became this ludicrous game of ping pong between France and Germany. Louis XIV came in, so it was French for a while. After that, you had the Franco-Prussian Wars. It went back to Germany. 1918, after the First World War, it goes back to France. Suddenly, Hitler seizes it in 1940. Back, of course, in 1944 to the French. All I can say is, enough now. Just let her be. But just before we let her be, I've heard there's quite the view from the top. If I had one criticism of views in general, it's that you have to climb to get them. 300 steps. Here we go. Feeling pretty good. Piece of cake. Oh, it's starting to feel the old breakfast now. What did I have? I had 2 poached eggs. I think it was 3 or 4 pieces of toast. I can't remember. Well, I think the 5th croissant was the mistake, and I think that's what I'm feeling now. Although weirdly now I feel peckish. Look at this. It's always worth it, eh? Isn't it extraordinary that a place that's just changed hands so many times is now the sort of very focal point of the modern European project and the stability it represents? It was here, looking out over the city, I realised I was only halfway up. Well, they do say that good things come to those who walk. Worth every footstep. Look at it. It's beautiful. People have been coming up here and looking at this vantage point for, since the Middle Ages. And they've been writing their names in the stone and they've been drinking beer to celebrate this magnificent view. It makes me think, really, in 1982, when I was cautioned by the police for drinking cider on the top of a car park in Croydon and writing "Sue loves Richard." I mean, that really should have been my defence. I'm acting in a long and illustrious historical tradition. Officer. For a long time, Notre Dame in Strasbourg proudly boasted it was the highest structure in Europe. And the people who maintain it today are still just as proud. I love craft. I love delicate stuff. A little bit of knitting, a little bit of Japanese silk embroidery. But don't put heavy machinery in my hands or big tools. I'm extremely dyspraxic and something very bad will happen. Well, with that in mind, I am about to do my first few minutes manual labour. Good luck. Despite all the modern technology, the entire upkeep of the cathedral is maintained by much the same practices used since the Middle Ages. I think I'm about to have an artisanal craftergasm. This is unbelievable. All this skill and all this purposefulness is just so exciting. I'm going to get into it. Bonjour. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Sue. Enchantée.
Enchantée.
I'm sorry to interrupt,
No,
but I just had to come and see what you were doing. Can you tell me how long you've been working on this piece?
2 semaines, je pense.
What is this going to become that you're working on?
C'est pour une fenêtre.
Pouvez-vous me montrer ça?
Oui, bien sûr, sur le plan.
Ah.
Je peux vous montrer.
Oh, it's a plan drawing. This is when I get excited.
Voilà, sur des fenêtres comme
Oui.
ça, c'est un meneau. C'est comme ça qu'on appelle ça en français.
Why did you want to become a stonemason?
En fait, il y a tellement peu de gens qui sont dans les métiers de la pierre, qui savent travailler la pierre, que je sais qu'il y a beaucoup d'opportunités. Ça peut être dans le design, je peux travailler avec des artistes pour sculpter ce qu'eux, ils imaginent. Je peux aussi travailler dans les monuments historiques, continuer dans les cathédrales.
And how many years is your apprenticeship? How long does it take to train?
Par contre, on dit qu'un vrai tailleur de pierre, pour maîtriser toutes les compétences, il faut que ce soit 10 ans.
10 ans.
Oui.
That's longer than it takes to be a doctor, a vet, a sushi master.
Yes.
10 ans! I came in here and I was thinking, oh, I'd like to, maybe I could become a professional stonecarver. I don't think I've got 10 years of moving these arms around. Would I be able to have a go in some way to begin my 10-year journey?
Want you try?
Of course.
Oh, good. OK. Voilà, en diagonale. Et il faut faire très attention parce que quand on arrive vers le bord, ici, je peux faire éclater l'arête.
Oui.
Donc, il faut faire vraiment très doucement. Voilà. En diagonale, comme ça. Et voilà. Je pense que cet angle, ça peut être bien. Voilà. Et ensuite, il faut incliner l'outil pour, quand on se rapproche, voilà, il faut incliner plus l'outil parce que si on reste comme
Oui.
ça, on plante dans la pierre.
I was just stabbing, apparently. I was just basically taking this beautifully ornate, sexy, curved thing, just going, burrowing into it with a massive chisel. I think I might have messed it up for you.
That's good.
It's okay?
Yes?
I mean,
If you want vérifier.
I mean, it's so fun.
Hop.
I have damaged it. She is very polite. The people that say that, you know, those who live in France or indeed Alsace, you have no manners, you're wrong, because she is sparing all of my blushes right now. And I also nearly smashed her in the face with a hammer. Didn't even flinch. Incredible. Incredible. She just got the sort of measuring device just to show me how much of her work I'd ruined in millimeters. It was significant. It was significant.
Si on a un petit espace ici, ça veut dire que là, il y a une bosse. Et donc, que là, c'est encore bon.
It's okay.
C'est bon.
I wish that my brain worked in a way that I could keep doing it forever, but sadly, now I must learn oil painting. Merci. Thank you
Je vous
so
en
much
prie.
for your time. Thank you so much. I'll
Je vous en
leave you
prie.
to it.
C'était un plaisir.
My pleasure. Thanks, darling. Thank you. I'm not a religious person, but it takes somebody really hard of heart not to stare at these extraordinary buildings and marvel at the amount of concentrated, hard labour, but also deep skill that's gone into making these statement pieces, these huge, vast edifices that scream glory to God. But being here, you just get swept up in the detail and the magnificence of skill, really. And I don't know if this guy's original or not, but whatever he's selling, I ain't buying it. You need to change your facial expression. It just looks creepy. All right, then, I'll give you a fiver for it. The Orient Express is speeding across Europe now, no doubt a vision of elegance and sophistication. I can imagine that on board they're sampling caviar and fine champagne. Me, on the other hand, somewhat different vision, because Strasbourg is the home of very good beer. After a long day at work, there's nothing I like more than just pouring myself a beer, which is 90% head and just a tiny bit of alcohol at the bottom. Cheers. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Sue.
Naomi.
This is the most continental thing I've ever done.
Do you like it?
I do like it. A random stranger just plopping into a bath.
Yes.
I like it. This is not an ordinary bath.
No.
Okay, so I came in and there's a very strong smell of a brewery. So, what am I sitting in?
So it's a beer bath, and we infuse all the ingredients of the beer, beer yeast, malt, and hops. It's 3 natural ingredients that are used to make beer, but that are very good also for the skin, the nail, and the hair. So it's very beneficial for your skin. My boyfriend Paul, we went to Prague in the Czech Republic, and we discovered the concept of beer spa while traveling. And we thought, wow, it's a wonderful concept because it's 2 special things we like.
I do feel very relaxed, I have to say. Especially since we've never met before. If you're going to meet a stranger, you might as well do it in this sort of environment where you sort of feel medicated.
And also to drink a beer, it's also good.
This is very rude of me. Can I get you a beer?
Yes.
My pouring is absolutely dreadful. It is 90% foam. There you go, just foam that up. The great thing about this is it doesn't matter if you spill it. There you
Because
go.
it's already inside the water.
Exactly, there you go, that's for you. So how long has the tradition of beer spas been going? Do you know anything about the history of it?
Oh yeah, of course, it's a long, long time ago. There's some rumors that say that Cleopatra used to take beer baths too. She took a lot of baths.
Oh, Cleopatra, you beery minx. I can picture it. Can I just say the dairy industry claim that she's been taking milk baths? I think every single beverage industry has gone, no, definitely so. You got the butter guys going, it was definitely butter. It was churned butter, she just sat in it.
She was a wonderful woman and she wanted to take care of her body, and yeah, I think she used a lot of technique of different baths to see what was best.
I do need to warn you that I did have a Lebanese for lunch, so there may be an issue incoming. Sorry. I feel terribly embarrassed.
Stop, bubbles. For one person.
This has been a wonderful experience. Thank you so much, Naomi. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Take it easy, guys. Much as I'd love to luxuriate in lager for longer, Strasbourg adventure awaits. And I need some fresh air. There's beauty in every hidden corner of this place. For example, in this park, just stumbled across the orangery, which was something that Napoleon built for Josephine, so she had somewhere to go on the days when he had a headache. The thing is, you're always told to look up in a city. Don't just see the magnificence right in front of you. Stare above and you'll see an incredible bit of architecture or something you didn't expect. Like here, where I'm being stalked. Kathy!
Hello.
Good to see you. I mean, this is just the most beautiful sight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an amazing place in Strasbourg, it's true.
Will you take a walk with me? I'd love to see more of them.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I've seen some, obviously I can see the ones perched up there,
Yes.
looking very pleased with themselves.
Actually, in this part, there are lots of them.
So, why Strasbourg? Because it seems that the whole place is just full of them.
Yeah, the really interesting thing about stork is that they were common, and then in the 70s, they almost disappeared. There were only 9 couples. So it reached a level almost of extinction.
So why had it got to near extinction? What had happened in the 70s?
So you know that the stork is a migratory bird. That
Yes.
means that it goes to Africa. And in the 70s, there was a huge famine in Sahel, so where the birds were spending the winter. And because people were starving, they feed on everything they could, amongst them wildlife and stork. This leads to this decline of the population here in Alsace. So what they did is to maintain those 9 couples in Alsace. That means that they didn't allow the bird to return to Africa. And
So they just stopped them migrating?
Yeah, they put them in aviary to maintain them here, and they fed them. So if they maintain them here and they fed them, they noticed that after 3 years, they don't migrate anymore. Because of this program of conservation, the population, little by little, grow again.
So you've got the binoculars. What have you been looking for today?
So I was trying to find if the nest is occupied and if the chick reached this fledgling time.
And then you can count it as a success.
As a success, exactly.
It's been reared, it can feed on its own, it can fly.
Yeah,
Tick.
absolutely.
I love that, I love that. Can I have a look through your binoculars?
Sure.
So who's guarding, the male or the female?
This we don't know because they look the same. So it's very difficult to see. There is no sexual
I really
dimorphism.
No, I was
No.
about to say I really appreciate your honesty. You think, I can't tell the difference.
Over there, I guess you can see maybe a cheek. It's a grey one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
quite short and grey.
Yeah, so it's definitely a young one.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm looking in the right place.
And there is only one. You can see only one.
There's about 40 of them.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, I'm in the wrong place. That was a pigeon. Sorry, let me just... Oh, no, I've got it. Now I've got it. Constantly embarrassing myself. I'd better recover this quickly with my bird-watching knowledge. Oh, this is a twitcher's paradise. Do you know what a twitcher is?
No.
So a twitcher is our word for birdwatcher.
Ah,
So
okay.
if there are any twitchers in the Strasbourg area, come here to this park.
And look at them. Yeah.
Because you'll just be... it's so calming and wonderful. Of course, there's the famous myth about storks and baby delivery. For the record, I spotted no infants in the trees, but there are other whimsical notions to explore in this town that fit rather well with its watery heritage. In every great city, there are always hidden treasures. And just wandering around this park, and really in quite a nondescript sort of estate on the suburbs, you find a mythical creature. And mermaids are quite present in Strasbourg. I don't know why. There's this statue. There seems to be lots of little mermaids in shops and markets and things. And of course, when you think of mermaid statues, you think of Copenhagen. But something is going on in Strasbourg. The Strasbourg Municipal Mermaid Society meets here every Wednesday. BYOT. Bring your own tail. Mermaids are notoriously hard to spot. Pliny the Elder thought he saw one way back and beyond. Christopher Columbus also claimed a spotting somewhere in the Caribbean. All it took was to me to saunter over to the local Alsatian municipal swimming pool, and Bob's your uncle. Bonjour!
Hello.
You two are my first ever mermaids.
Not really.
I didn't expect walking into a swimming pool to see a mythical creature.
Mystical ones.
Indeed. When did you get into being mermaids? When was your first moment where you saw a mermaid and thought, I want to be that?
Well, I was a child and I saw Ariel.
Oh, there you go. The gateway mermaid for everyone.
Naturally.
Tell me about your love of mermaids. What got you into all of this? I mean, it's an unusual hobby, is it not?
It's a passion. Well, I don't feel it like a hobby, but like a part of myself.
I think it looks a very serene passion.
When you swim, you have to deal with your breath, with your lungs, and with your whole body, because all your body has to work together. The body and the mind become a quiet place.
A lot of people wanting to be mermaids don't have the luxury of being in a place like this. This is this beautiful belly-pock swimming pool in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. You found the perfect spot.
Yes.
Well, listen, can you just mermaid for me, do your moves?
Okay.
It does look like a quiet place for body and mind. I can feel my inner Ariel pushing me, urging me.
Sorry, I've got to go for it.
I could get used to this mermaid thing. It's freeing. It's uplifting. And why shouldn't an inland city be home to some mermaids? Strasbourg, you did not disappoint. But like the iconic train whose journey we're following, we need to move on. The River Rhine marks the modern border of France and Germany, and these days is easily crossed by bridge. But it hasn't always been this way. Ever since somebody this side of the Rhine saw somebody on the other side of the Rhine, there's been trouble. No love lost. In fact, the beef between the Gauls and the Germanic tribes was so bad that Julius Caesar even wrote about it, along the lines of, pack it in, guys. I'm paraphrasing, basically. But throughout history, all you've had is aggro. Through the formation of the Prussian Empire, the Napoleonic Wars, the unification of Germany, angst all the way. And then, after the Second World War, NATO. And these two great nations finally became allies. And to commemorate that, they built this beautiful bridge in 1960. It spans this great river, means people can pass without borders, pass without having to show their passports, just one bleeding in to the other. The locks symbolise the love you have now for one another. Now, no problem. Kein Problem, pas de problème. So in just a few footsteps, I've gone from Rue de Cavalier to here, to Ludwig-Trich-Strasse, from France to Germany. Here I am, about to cross over. No passports required, no welcome to Germany, no signage, no nothing. From one to the other. I freely moved. Makes you think, doesn't it? And just like that, I'm in Germany, along with other locals who can now freely move over the Rhine after years of conflict. So Geraldine, as a local, as a tour guide of Strasbourg, what does this bridge mean to you?
Well, this bridge means peace at last. And this is quite important for such a city as Strasbourg, because after being at the heart of conflicts for ages, at last being able to cross peacefully and go to our friends in Germany is an accomplishment, I must say.
So what's it like living in a place that's so close to another country? What do you feel your identity is?
Yeah, I think it's a European identity because, well, we don't even question the fact that now we belong to Europe with no borders and being friends with our former enemies, but we don't think of them that way.
But isn't it amazing? Because it's such a recent thing that there's been peace. Yeah. It's almost like you're one of the first generations to actually, you know, be able to relax and rest.
Yeah, yes, really.
Some people maybe don't see that, but maybe that's because they haven't been in the exact spot that you guys have lived.
One like us is able to understand that.
Yeah. I mean,
stop fighting and just make friends.
My Orient Express journey now leads me 400 kilometers east of the River Rhine, heading towards Munich, which means one thing only: traveling along Europe's most infamous road, the Autobahn. If only I had a car fast enough for its speed limit. So if you're chasing the Orient Express, you've got to be as quick as the Orient Express, which goes at around 160 kilometers an hour. So why not get on board one of these? A Porsche Carrera GT3, probably the greatest supercar ever built, that just idles at around about double that speed. Holy hell, this is a ride! Driving this thing, it's the first time that young men have stared at me since around about 1989. I guess this is my one and only Top Gear moment to try and describe what it's like driving this 250,000-pound sports car. What it's like is like sitting on top of an erupting volcano. Of course, the reason for driving one of these is that there are huge swathes of the Autobahn where there's no speed restrictions whatsoever. Currently, I'm on one that's 120. And you know what? This car is bored. It's seething. 120 is just a starting point for this car. It just wants to go the full whack. I'm quite tempted to take it as soon as we get into an unlimited zone with my first 250, 300 kilometers an hour. Mummy, I'm spoiled. As I close in on Munich, I'm thinking I could probably get used to this life. My heart rate's going like a shrew. It's averaging about 200 beats per minute. I wouldn't have it any other way. The power, the precision. This is how I got 3 points on my license. Right, let's get out of this thing. There you go, Strasbourg to Munich in 3.7 seconds. It's going to take the rest of the 5 hours for me to get out of this bucket seat. Wish me luck. Didn't go to a Swiss finishing school. What's happened to my legs? They've become tiny. Yeah. I think that's how the supermodels do it. Oh, something weird's happened to my legs. So what do I think of when I think of Munich? Well, immediately, as a snap judgment, I think of beer. I think of beer Kellers, Oktoberfest, Stein, you know, those big vessels full of booze with a big head on it, delivered by men in creaky lederhosen from thousands of years of unwashing and overuse. But what I don't think of, stupid me, is of a young city full of urban art. I think of it as a Berlin thing, but no, it is here, in spades. And that's largely thanks to local graffiti artist Marcus for putting it on the map. Hey, Marcus.
Oh.
Nice to see
Hello.
you, Sue. Good to meet you.
Nice to see you. Hi. Happy welcome to my studio.
So already the first thing that hits me when I come in is that you love colour. And, you know, that's, yeah, you want to spread. So it's no surprise that you want that you want to work on walls.
Yeah.
So why street art? How did you start as an artist?
What I wanted till I was a small child, I wanted to do something with art. There was a film named The Wild Style in the cinema in 83, 84, and we were really shocked, like on an e-chair, like, what are these guys doing? Like, oh, they just take the can and paint some trains. Yeah,
And that was that moment you were like, I need to do that.
I just grabbed the can from my dad's garage and went to the next. Oh, wow. Yeah, wonderful.
Do you remember the first thing that you graffitied?
The first letters were only fast, 4 letters this size.
Fast.
Yeah.
And do you know why you wrote fast?
I don't know, it just was my first illegal name.
Oh, so the first thing you
They
do as
have
a
to be
street
fast.
artist, of course. So that was your first street name?
Yeah.
And it came in that moment as...
Yeah.
With street art, I guess there's much more of a statement always, isn't there? There's much more of a political statement. I mean, how much of what you do is deliberately political? How much do you think, I want to make a statement now?
Well, that's the best way to show your art. The wall, which is really close to my stadium, is about people who are nearly forgotten by the history.
So I saw the huge mural that you've done,
Yeah.
but a lot of it isn't familiar to me. So will you come out and show me what it's all about?
Sure.
You lead the way.
Let's go on.
Marcus has turned this wall into a mural commemorating the socialists and peaceniks who lost their lives to the fascists after World War I. How long did it take to do that?
Well, this was about 1.5 months.
You did all of that in 1.5 months?
Yeah.
You're incredible. What I love about it is most people will drive by, sometimes they'll stop, they'll take a bit of it in each time. To take all of it on board is quite overwhelming, and it's making such an amazing point. It's countercultural figures being honoured in a countercultural, artistic way is just, I love it, because they would never have a place standing, you know, as a bronze sculpture or in a posh museum. Would you be able to show me the basics, the rudimentaries of spray canning and...
We can do.
I love that. Let's do it.
To go to the studio.
Hooray, all right, you lead on, you lead on. I can't wait, I can't wait. Right, okay, so you show me the basics.
The
Martha.
first thing is just a regular nozzle on, which is really skinny. And you must also, that means can control. You can put it like this, or you can just put it
A little line.
like Barbarossa, a little bit.
I
make
love
it like this.
Barbarossa.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this fine stuff is really hard. That's turning towards a boob, so I'm going to leave that alone. Yellow fat cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic train. Yeah. It's a big statement stuff, that one. As you bring back British Rail right there. So I'm just going to sign my name. Every good street artist needs a moniker.
That's the opposite of my first name, Fast.
Exactly that, my friend. Oh, my word. I'm sorry, but I really don't want to do anything else for the rest of the week. I mean, follow me fascinated. I'm in. I am into this. Big time. Is it illegal to tag the Orient Express? Just get me down to the train station, let's go.
Sunday mornings are super sleepy in Munich. Nothing's open, nothing's really going on. Or so you think. Until you walk across a bridge and hear water and think, where there's speed, where there's danger, there's going to be young men in neoprene, surely. Whoa, look at this! Guys, I have to say, whilst most people in Munich are fast asleep, you've chosen to be at the hard end of extreme sports. So what is this? This has been crazy.
Basically, it's a river wave. So what's special about the wave is it comes from up front, and there's bricks in the water, and this creates this massive wall.
Oh, so it's hitting like a man-made...
Yeah.
And so you get surf?
You get surf, and you get surf all year round, so 24 hours a day.
So how long does it take just to stand up? Because that's quite a violent body of water coming towards you.
So it's not so difficult just to stand up. You can manage pretty fast, but to really surf a long time and to do tricks, it's a bit difficult. So you have to go really often and practice.
And I've noticed that the thing is to go across.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're hitting the sides to try and create a little bit of water there and then get the momentum to go back round again.
Yeah, you need a lot of speed to get across. So you need to pick up speed, and then when you do the backside turn, you have to take the speed and basically stay on the wave.
But it's such a wonderfully Munich thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I imagine if you can do this as you can, it's super addictive.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I mean, what else is there to do in the city that's as exciting as this? Nothing.
Nothing, no.
Okay, listen, you get back in the queue. I'm going to watch you. I know you're going to be amazing. Even standing up, I'm in awe of you, you know? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
The hallmark of a truly great city isn't just magnificent buildings, incredible food, great people. It's the fact that you can turn a pretty nondescript corner sometime early in the morning and find something extraordinary like this, something unique and particular to a place. Anyway, I've got a tip. There's a natural basin formed just outside Lidl, so I'm going to try base jumping.
I'm a huge devotee of Pride events, and I'm delighted to be here for Munich's celebration, because today's the day. 200,000 people are gathering. And you know, there's one thing I've yet to tick off my Pride to-do list. Riding on a float full of Bavarian men in lederhosen.
Servus, Burschen.
Servus.
I've always wanted to say that. Hello, my friends.
Nice to meet you.
I've always wanted to scream in a beautiful, beautiful place like this. Hello, boys. you look stunning.
Thank you.
So take us through the outfit. What is this a traditional dress of the area?
It's a traditional dress, yes.
Very nice. So the lederhosen?
The lederhosen, the suspenders, self-made suspenders.
No, you made them yourself?
Yes, I'm stitching them.
You embroidered that yourself?
Yes.
Look at you.
I'm the only person in the world who had this.
Is it true that in the old days, people would write their sexual conquests on the inside of their lederhosen?
I know one person who has written all the names of the people he kissed in his lederhosen.
Is that person you?
But me not.
We keep quiet.
You don't have to write.
No, I mean, everyone's an individual. We don't keep score. Everyone is a meaningful experience. And notice you have...
Yes, it's for you.
No.
Yes.
Oh. This is my first German pride.
Your first German pride.
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
So, we're in a hurry. We have to pick some things and then go to Maria Hilfplatz, where the parade starts.
All right, you take me to where I need to go and let's do it. I'm in your hands.
Come on.
On we go. Can I just say, I've never been so proud to be flanked by beautiful Bavarian men. Look at you. This is my ideal. I want to... Will you come with me forever and walk back?
Oh, of course. Sure.
So what are we doing today?
I can show you to Schuhplatteln.
Schuhplatteln?
Schuhplatteln.
Schuhplatteln.
It's a classical dance, Schuhplatteln.
Yeah.
It's for the boys to impress the girls.
Okay.
But we're more interested in impressing the boys.
Well, I'll try and impress the girls then.
Of course.
Right, you show me where you want to do it, and we'll do it.
First things first.
You have to count to 5.
Already I'm gone.
Master the Schuhplattler.
Very easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, change.
Okay, right.
Always the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, change.
I'm gonna stand up. Okay, right, ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, change.
This is really hard.
Yes, no one said that it's easy. Okay, I said that it's easy.
Literally amazing.
No.
Can I just say there's a lot of scrutiny. Don't judge me. Let's see it from you again. Let's see that. So these guys have been practicing this sort of venerable old tradition for the last 10 years. I've had 2 minutes in a park, then I'm off on a train and straight onto a float. In no way is there any possibility I could let the House of Perkins down right now. Just trying to practice.
1, 2, 3, 4, change.
So it's always right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. There's 2 rights, that's what I've been throwing there. And they definitely make a wrong.
Bearded Bavarian men, lederhosen, and a giant flag. In terms of pride, do you believe we might have ticked all the boxes?
You excited?
Always.
You nervous?
Yes.
Okay, don't be nervous. You look sensational.
Like I said, it's the most important day of the year for us.
You'll smash it, I know you will. Even though it's pride, and with that comes a sense of joy and relaxation, because it's Germany, we've got to be on time, so it's really fast-paced.
Okay, ganz kurz. Hört mir mal kurz zu. Die Sue hat gerade eben den Highseil gelernt. Vielleicht können wir die Sue mal in die Mitte nehmen und mal um uns herum den Highseil machen.
Ja.
Mitmachen.
Ah. Are we making
Okay, mitmachen. Nicht dahinstellen.
Is this it? Well,
Mitmachen.
Ja, je komt schief.
what's happening? No,
Highseil.
we didn't rehearse this bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop.
I didn't even begin.
Wonderful.
You guys!
This is less the Schuhplattler, more the Sue-Plattler.
So whenever I come to Pride, I'm always in the moment and I'm always happy. But I often think about the streets that I'm walking through and what the people living in them must have experienced in the past, whether it was completely hiding who they were or denying to themselves, indeed, their identity. Here, it's a very particular feeling because just one lifetime ago, albeit a long one, these streets were occupied by Nazis. I guess this is an example of how in such a short space of time a country can atone, examine, learn, grow, feel love. Never been happier.
Next time, the hills become alive in Salzburg.
I've got 3 of them approaching my seam.
And I waltz my way around Vienna.
Oh, really dizzy. If you want to, you can walk to the edge as well, right?
Petit bisou, petit baiser, si tu savais comme tu me plais. Petit bisou, petit baiser, si tu savais ce que tu me fais. Mon cœur s'éclate quand je te vois, oh là là là, ça fait chauffer. Petit bisou, oh oui, petit baiser, que j'aime t'embrasser.